All right, so we've got a leaking hose bib. It happens to be a ball type, and the ball type doesn't have the washers that you can replace. And from what I've seen, basically you just have to replace the whole thing. The issue I had was that this thing has been on for who knows how long. I could not for the life of me get this thing off with the proper wrench. And also we have a pipe wrench to hold on to the other pipe while we really try to torque it, and we couldn't get it off. I tried WD-40 and tried to spray the heck out of the joint, and that didn't work. Well, it turns out, by the way, we got it off and there's no Teflon tape, so that would be the issue. So before we called the plumber, we tried one last ditch effort, and we used a blowtorch to really heat up the joint. And then after that, we were able to successfully get it off, woohoo, with, of course, the wrench. And by the way, it goes without saying that before we did this, we turned the water off. And it's kind of controversial how many pipes you have to, or faucets you have to turn on. But we turned on the kitchen faucet that's near here. This was on to drain before we tried to unleash everything. And we, turned on one other faucet anyway while the water is off. So while the water is still off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brand new 1/4 turn hose bib and simply screw it in there with Teflon tape. And then turn the water back on, and that should do it. So this is how to replace a 1/4 turn hose bib. I'm going to go ahead and do what I just said. I'm going to wrap this with Teflon tape in the direction of the way it twists in. I'm going to hand twist it in, and afterwards I'm going to use my wrenches to stabilize this pipe so I don't torque it, and to do this. So I'll get there. All right, I don't have two hands, but I just want to demonstrate how I have a pipe wrench, when theoretically I have two hands, stabilizing the main pipe on one side and then a wrench in the other to tighten this. But now we are installed, and I've got some Teflon tape ready to receive the hose. And just for good measure, we have the water back on. Woohoo, and no leaking. Exciting. When it's off, it's not leaking a ton, which is great, especially in California where we like to save water. Thanks. Hope this helps.